Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about celebrities who were born to teen moms. Let's get right into it. Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez began her career on Barney and Friends when she was 7 years old, prior to her Disney success. Amanda Cornett and Ricardo Gomez gave birth to her on July 22, 1992. Selena grew up in Grand Prairie, Texas, where her parents were still teenagers. Selena's mother Mandy was 16 at the time of her birth, and her father was 17 at the time. Selena remembers her parents divorcing when she was 5 years old. Her family was falling apart, but her mother was only 21 years old, raising a child and going through a divorce at a time when most 21-year-olds are deciding which alcohol to bring to the party that night. According to an E! Entertainment special, Selena blamed her mother heavily for the divorce and still feels terrible about it. Her mother sacrificed her entire life for her, working 3 jobs at one point. Selena is now at the point in her life where she fully understands and appreciates her mother's sacrifices for her. Justin Bieber. When it comes to Selena Gomez, I'm sure we've all heard about her on-again, off-again relationship with Justin Bieber. Bieber is a Canadian pop star who rose to prominence after being discovered on YouTube. His debut album, My World, went platinum in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Prior to all of his fame and fortune, Justin was born in 1994 to a single mother in Ontario, Canada. Patty Mallette, Justin's mother, was only 17 years old when Justin was born. While Justin's parents remained in a relationship after he was born, they eventually divorced. Patty admits that abortion was initially forced upon her. She didn't say who, but once the thought occurred to her, she realized it wasn't a viable option for her. She had no idea how she would care for this baby, but she promised herself she would do everything she could. Oprah Winfrey. Can you imagine life without Oprah Winfrey? You all can't. Oprah has had a huge impact on the lives of so many people. Her childhood, on the other hand, was extremely difficult. Oprah was born on January 29, 1954, to Vernita Lee, who was 19 at the time and working as a housemaid. Vernon Winfrey, Oprah's father, was in the military at the time. Oprah grew up in rural Mississippi with her mother and grandmother in abject poverty. Oprah recalls being destined for greatness at a young age, even wearing potato sacks as clothing at times. While watching her grandmother hang clothes on the line, she told Oprah that she would need to learn how to do the same. But she knew at the time that her life would not be the same as her grandmother's. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx has been an actor and comedian for many years, but it wasn't until 2005 that he achieved major success. However, the Oscar winner and comedian had a difficult childhood. On December 13, 1967, in the small town of Terrell, Texas, Jamie Foxx was born Eric Bishop. His father and mother were only teenagers at the time, and he was a very young child. They were quickly overwhelmed by the responsibilities and burdens of parenthood. Jamie Foxx was officially adopted by his maternal grandparents when he was only 7 months old, and Foxx now credits his grandmother as his inspiration. When his grandmother adopted him, she was 60 years old. She was a devout Christian who only allowed religious music in the house. Foxx was encouraged to take piano lessons by his mother, and his talent was evident throughout his childhood. Barack Obama. The first black president of the United States of America was once a young boy raised in Hawaii by a single mother and his grandparents. Barack Hussein Obama was born on August 4, 1961. His parents met while attending the University of Hawaii. His mom, Ann Dunham, was a white American from Kansas, and his father, Barack Obama Sr., was a black Kenyan studying in the United States. Most states made interracial marriage illegal, but they married in a private ceremony when Ann was 3 months pregnant. His mother was only 18 at the time. Obama's father returned to Kenya when he was 2 years old. His parents eventually divorced, and 19 years later, his father was killed in an automobile accident. Obama was 6 years old when he moved to Indonesia with his mother and stepfather. He attended Catholic and Muslim schools before returning to Hawaii at the age of 10 to live with his grandparents. 50 Cent. 50 Cent was born Curtis Jackson and grew up in South Jamaica, Queens, a borough of New York City. It's a tough neighborhood rife with gang violence, and 50 Cent was born in the midst of it. His mother, Sabrina Jackson, was only 15 years old when he was born on July 6, 1976. She turned to drug dealing to support her son. Sabrina eventually rose to become one of Queens' most feared drug dealers. Sabrina was killed mysteriously when 50 Cent was 8 years old, possibly as a result of a drug war. 50 Cent was then raised by his grandmother, who was responsible for 9 other children. 50 Cent began working and dealing drugs at the age of 12 in order to support himself. He bought his first gun when he was 15 years old, and by the age of 19, he was the neighborhood drug king, earning around $150,000 per month. He enjoyed rap music, but it wasn't until his son was born that he knew he had to give up selling drugs and focus on his music career. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.